Food, glorious food. Yum yum yum. Mmm, tasty. So much food. And some people say, some of your builds aren't resource efficient. Who cares when you can do this? Hey guys, welcome back to the LP. This is the Kingdom, and I know a lot of you watching this now are actually new to the channel, so I thought I'd give you a very brief overview of this. I was going to do a sort of a mini cinematic thing of all the different places around my base. I might do that when I hit 500 maybe. Might get that in a few days actually if it keeps on as it is. I would love if it did. So, there's my iron farms, got 2 of them at the moment. My sky fortress will be on that gigantic circle over there. I won't show you that today. Got my desert. This down here is my automatic wheat farm and sugarcane farm. Sugarcane needs to be expanded still, but it does 1040 wheat, or the same for potato or carrots, whatever you want. It's rather good. And here's my replica jungle temple, exactly replica from one of the ones I found, what was it, about 15,000 squares away. Took forever to find one of them. And down that hole is my slime farm. Here you can see the iron golems coming along into the base. My base is under here basically. I've got my emerald farm around the corner over here. And if you don't know what an emerald farm is, it's an emerald trading farm. So basically it's designed to farm trades. There you are. You have the villagers in there. You can force them to breed or not. You can then put them in cages, and they're all automated, so they'll only fill up ones that are empty. And I'll show that in a sec. But hopefully in the intro I would have harvested this and shown you, and you would have seen how impressive it is. And some people, I like the people that sit there on the thing and say, that wheat farm is inefficient with resources, or that is resource intensive. Well, to be honest, if you're building something on an LP like this, who cares about resources? It looks awesome. So, today's plan is to resculpt this landscape. I know I'm making it very flat and everything. I want to make it the same over here, and then build a nice wall around. The aim is to make this completely mob proof, the whole area over here. Basically, all of that's mob proof, all that's mob proof, that's mob proof. This should be mob proof, and over the back I've already sealed off most of it, next to my sand farm. So all of this is safe, and this bit needs a little bit lighting up, and then that's it. So most of it's all safe, and that's just because I AFK a lot. Now I AFK here for the wheat to grow, I AFK at the iron farm and things. I do other things at the same time when I'm recording things, especially when I'm doing long hours doing videos. So I don't really want to be blown up on the spot at the moment. I did it over there, so it's all fine, but things do come across this barrier still, which I need to seal off. And I'll probably flatten this out and put the same lights on top. And I'm using a 1.5 high wall, so it doesn't look very big, but should be mobs proof. If we just go look very quickly at what I've actually started doing on the Sky Fortress. And also, I've got quite a lot of redstone in this place. So if we go down here, I'm a rather big fan of this. My fully attracting hidden doors. That's one that closes it. Yeah. And this will be my tunnel going along. When this is all finished, it will go along there and go under that massive circle and come up in the middle probably. And let's get back out. There we are. And this tripwire over here stops it again, but we'll come over here and look. So this is how high it's going to be, this tower here. A lot of obsidian, don't even ask how long this takes to get obsidian. And this absolutely gigantic circle, I think it's a 75 radius, is going to be the base of my sky fortress. So basically a massive castle in the sky above there. And that's my long-term project. My other long-term project is the arena that I'm doing. at spawn. I won't show you that now, I might show you later in the video. If you haven't seen that, then and I don't show it today, you'll probably see one of the previous videos of this. I spent a long time there. So this is the farm. I'm going to have my other hidden entrance here to the base down there. Over here is another hidden door, and I've put stone pressure plates because I think the cats kept setting them off. I don't know if cats can set off stone ones compared to wooden ones. So another fully opening door here with an ender pearl elevator, and it's designed so if I come through here, that'll close as you saw last time, and I come into the base. I can also come into the base on my pool. So in here, I think that's about enough showing. I'll just show you one more time of this because as people know I love this place. This is my portal room. Got a lot of work to do, but I think that's enough for a very brief tour for the new people. And if there's anything you want to see, then just ask. Or any questions, just ask as normal. And the texture pack is my edited version of Redcraft times 256, if people keep wondering. I get a lot of messages about that, but it's still under construction, so yeah, it's got a lot of packs into it. I edit it manually, I don't use anything else. So I'm going to get some landscaping done and give you some progress afterwards. So if you could hear my housemates in the back of that audio, and I really hope you can't hear their loud music now. Anyway, I've flattened out some of this. I haven't really done much at all. I've been working on this bit over here and trying to get the entrance working all the way as I wanted to. The cats were very annoying. I put a block switcher in here. I don't know if I showed you that. Just so I can have a workbench around. And over here I've left the wiring open so I can show you. I've had to put in this wooden bit because to make this work I need half slabs. And half slabs, the only thing that blends in with these pressure pads is the wood. So this is what it is at the moment. I may change it. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them, because I'm not sure about this at all. I could put fences around and stuff, I could change this bit, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it belongs, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm having problems with the lighting, so these, if you go here, you have the 11 lighting, and you go over here and you're down to 8 and things. Here you're down to 6. 6 is dangerous level for spawning, and that's because I've got the lights over this side mirroring them like all these, because all these patterns are safe. Just about. They're on the limit basically. I didn't really want to mess up the pattern, so I might put something around here, something I don't know. Anyway, I'll show you the wiring. These are two simple double retracting pistons. Quite neat little bit of wiring here. So you've got the inverter here. When you push pressure pad on, this torch goes off, therefore turning this piston off first, as it's on a 1 timer. Piston comes down, this on a longer timer, then this one decharges, and then pulls them back. Behind that is a button. If we just show you, I can get back out. I've only got a couple of ender pearls on me, so I better not mess up too much. There we are. So basically I just sit here, and it comes here. You can just about reach the button, and that's the one to open it. And then you can do whatever you want in there, but then if you come back, or come back a different way or something, you can then go this one. It's the same again, but just the other way. And then you can close it again. So that should be cat proof now. So it all works fine. Very nice. So I'm going to cover this up now, and then I'm going to get a right move on with destroying all that bit and putting up a wall, and I'll join you after that. Okay, so I've done this. You may have been wondering why I hadn't done that yet. I did that just now. Then it looks good. I put the lights on each side, this side. And I thought I'd just treat you to this. I love doing it, so I think you might want to watch it. They're actually glitched out. There's more than 100 there, I think. There was 150 earlier, so I think there's even more now. These are my iron golems from my iron golem farm. I'm going to turn the sound off because they are darn loud. And yes, it says peaceful because I play on my local server myself. Server settings, not game settings. So much arm we get, but nothing on to begin with. Not bad, not bad. We'll take that. And if I just grab this, turn my sound back on. There's more coming down already. and we can just go up here. Hopefully it will work fine. Yep. I've said this is just beauty. This one to close it, isn't it? Yep. Looks very good. Okay, so this, I haven't lit it up yet. I need to do that. And it's going to Enderman placed a block there. So I was going to do just a ramp like I have down the bottom, but just curving around. Try and keep away from that PvP. Oh, double skeleton and zombie Goldie. Okay. As you can see, I've made a nice load of slopes. Another Enderman hole. And I'm going to slope it all the way down here as well, and then slope this down to the floor over here. I've got to get more lapis. As the older subs will know, I did use up all my lapis blocks doing this, and I don't have any more lapis, and I haven't been mining since. I need to really do that. Okay, I'm not going to fight you. So, next thing is to light that whole area up. I'm not really sure how far I want to go with it. I really want to just set up a safe area and put a fence up, or a high wall, or low wall either way, so that mobs can't get in, so it would be mob proof. And then eventually I can keep expanding that to the 144 radius of the mob spawner. So therefore, zombie on there, I need to put a light on top of it. Weird. Yeah, I need to expand it so there's 144 plus radius in every single direction of the whole ground being lit up. The caves are a bit easier to do than the land, basically. I've got some lit up over there, but this bit's all water, so that surface is pretty much covered, apart from the mass amount on the floor of the Sky Fortress, which I need to do something about. I've got my mycelium, I can start doing that. I'm going to curve this down into a little pond and reshape this. Might make the wall around that and just curve it around there. I don't want to go too far yet, because I want to do a lot of work on the base rather than the outside. It's funny because zombie cannot get out. You shouldn't be able to anyway. Stupid zombie. But yeah, I was going to go for a more curved one than this. I'm not sure about this bit sticking out, but I'm going to go with it for the moment and light it up and see what it looks like. I think I'm going to go for the same way as this, so on the slope I get pumpkins in, because otherwise pistons look a bit weird when they're half in half out block, and just put pistons when they're flat land. So I think it looked quite good, but I'm going to finish this and then I'll give you another look at it. So back in a bit. Okay, so it's all done, nice and flat, got the lights in and everything, and still got the flickering bits of the screen. Soon sort that out. And if you're wondering about the texture pack, if you look on the top right corner of my screen, you'll see that I'm running over a gig of memory just on doing nothing, and the entity count is not huge at all. It's 70. Wow. Yeah, if I walk over there though, it goes to go 300 because I've got all the villages and everything else. So yeah, that's just give you a demonstration of how much memory a fully HD pretty much texture pack uses. It's 16 times as much stuff in it than the normal one. So you see, this is all should be safe. There shouldn't be any mobs at all in this whole area. Shouldn't be. There may be tiny patches where it goes down to 6 that I need to alter eventually, but I've put these in as pattern as much as I can. If we just, I think we'll go from top of the wheat farm, if we can go over there and give you a little look. Splat. Pretty good aim. And I haven't upgraded this to the B version of this week's snapshot. They added a few more sounds, like minecart sounds, and they edited the witch and things a bit. But as the witch isn't in the game, and I'm not riding minecarts at the moment, and also I have to edit my texture pack every single time I change snapshot, I can't really be bothered for a couple of days. So, there you are. It should be more proof. Goes the way around. Not anything fantastically special. I just got the pumpkins around the bits going up and down, and then on the flats I've got the normal pistons. But this is full night, lovely full night, and it's all lovely and bright. I do like that. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the end of this on the arena. So I've been doing a little bit of work there off camera. Well, a lot of work there, most of it that you can't really see. So I'm going to go over there and have a look, and then I need to poke at the Enderman farm. So I'll be back when I'm at the arena. Okay, so we're back at the arena, and if you haven't seen this before, you might have a look at the previous videos where I'd go through it in detail. And still got the flickering bits. I need to turn my threading off on the graphics card, but I don't know how to on this one. It's not the same as my other one. Anyway, this is the start of the arena. I've built the outside. The outside looks pretty good, to be honest. Darn. Anyway, for the falling boots are a win. So we start off the middle and got a prize chest in the middle. We've got ways down. And there's going to be huge systems of redstone and things down here. Here's one of them I've done in the last couple of videos. So that will be a lava trap there. All done bud switches. There's going to be at least 40 or so bud switches in this arena. Now I'm really going to have to pack in the redstone. I've got troll ladders everywhere. Got hidden doors. I think it's looking good so far. I've got massive networks of things down here. And these are what are called troll doors, troll ladders, because basically, if you have a trapdoor here, and you have a ladder here, you can't put a ladder on the same bit as a trapdoor. So you have to put it on the other side basically and stand on top of it to be able to get out. And this is because they changed that you can now put them on the top of a block instead of on the top of the next block, or the bottom of the next block. So basically you have to come down here and go and do patterns, otherwise it's really hard to get out. So they're troll ladders because if you know how to do them, they're fine. You can walk up in the corner. But if you're walking up here or something, then you get a bit stuck sometimes. And they're quite hard to descend on if you don't know what you're doing. So I've just built some pathways at the moment. They don't do that much, they connect together. And this is going to be just one of the levels. So here is a trap. They might actually kill me. No. Okay, we'll get out of here. As you see, you have to get onto this bit to then be able to jump out. The aim of this place, I've got my mycelium here. Took me forever to get that. And the aim of this place, this bit here is speed. Over here is super slow sand. So there's ice underneath this, so you go really slowly, like really slowly, and it's an absolute pain to move on. Absolute pain. So if you try and go to the middle, you're probably going to get slaughtered. That's why there's ways downwards, and which a weak clue is dangerous. So this is my long-term project at the moment, which I'm trying to get the surface done anyway. The work that I've done since the last time I showed you this, I did a load of work over here. I had to rebuild all of the trees, that tree over there and this tree over here, but they burnt down a couple of times. Still trying to play with the lava. It spreads very weirdly now. So this is just one of my little tree outposts, which you can go on the roof and shoot people. And this also goes down into here now. And I've got a nice staircase behind it so you can sneak up. And the aim of this place is to have as less snow as I can by melting it, and therefore making it mob proof as well. So here you can see where it's melted, therefore mobs can't spawn there because it's got the right light level. But if you go over here or so, level 4 of light was there. So that's dangerous mob spawning, and I don't want creepers spawning in the arena. Oh yeah, there's block switches everywhere. Some of them are troll ones. I've got being really annoying to everyone with this. So there is a block switcher, and this can be played several ways, like a paintball arena, so last man standing kind of thing, or capture the chest, or just do another one with that, king of ladder and all that. Or you can do team ones, so each of these plays a different colour, which is nice. I'm going to make it so that you can have your armour and weapons and gear and stuff distributed inside each box. Sleeping beds are up there. There's dispensers here with the new wooden buttons so they can shoot them and get items. And one of the game modes I want to do, what I was playing with, was having sort of capture the block kind of thing. So there's pistons everywhere. Great fun if you're trying to sneak around. And therefore I would have blocks that you need to collect, so either gold or lapis, and in dispensers around the map and hidden everywhere there'll be dispensers which you can activate with bud switches, so say redstone ore ones, which can be activated every minute or so when the redstone deactivates itself. So those wouldn't be able to be camped, and if you did camp them for 2 minutes you might get found and killed. So the aim would be to have 9 ingots of, well, 9 nuggets of gold, or 9 pieces of the lapis, and then you'd have to get to a block switcher. It should be around here somewhere. Is there one here? Where's the block switcher? Don't know where the block switcher is. Oh, there it is. And that's a troll one. Oh, that is a good one. Yep, so then you'd have to make your block and then place it. I don't know where I'd place it. I might have some specific place to put it. So then you would then win if you then placed your block. Your team would win. And someone said, no, if you're going to give that out, a lot of my traps are designed to kill you. This arena is designed that's more likely to kill you before another player kills you, which I just like having fun with this sort of thing. It's great fun, and it's a good thing to work on, packing all my redstone. And that doesn't matter because the dispensers will have stack 64 of everything in. So I have some of ingots, some of lapis, some of food, some of sticks, that sort of thing. So it should be pretty good. And I've still got to build my light array, the one I designed a couple of weeks back. Those sort of things, I tend to design them, think about them for a couple of weeks, think of ways I can compact them or change them, and I think I'll make exactly how I did the array on my tutorials. These ones are just example lights that I had before. Each of them is their own sensor. I think I'm going to either use them as a separate circuit, but I wanted to do a whole light detector array down there. That melon farm was going to be into a massive pumpkin and sugarcane and chicken farm, same sort of scale as my wheat farm you saw earlier. So it's going to have 3 tiers to it, 3 columns to it, one with chickens, one with sugarcane, one with pumpkins. So it's all timed. It's not a normal one. These break, they get washed down here and dispensed, and then the stuff moves back so you don't wash it all away. It's a lot more difficult than wheat farms. There's 2 timers needed for this. I've got it. There we are. 2 RS null latch timers. You can do more effective timers than just using them, but I like using them. It's easier. And whoops, I just activated it properly. Yes, it's stuck. Yeah, it's stuck there because I'm still meant to be removing this. There you are. Free food. Very nice. So that's what I've done so far here. Now we're going to pop to the Enderman farm, and if I can find the problem on it, then I'll give you a little heads up on it. And my Enderman farm is an older design, before 1.3, before the tripwires and everything, so bear that in mind. I know there's a lot of new designs going around now, and a lot of people say the whole space item efficiency stuff. Well, I've already built it, so I'm not really that bothered, so I'll be back in a sec. So we're at the end portal. I'm not sure if I like this on the texture pack. I keep editing individual textures, so this one I edited in from another pack to change from this pack's one. So we'll go in, I'll give you a little look around my end. We'll go this way first. This is actually my way out. We'll go on the minecart actually. It's designed to stop Enderman from spawning. Also makes it very hard to walk around in it. Great on a minecart though. So this is just my end station. All nice and Enderman proof. There we go. So I haven't done much over here yet. Ooh, there's a nice hole in the world there. Hasn't loaded. There we are. Here's my nether portal. Obviously legit. Anyway, I use a lot of iron blocks in my builds. I think they look awesome. They look awesome with these. So anyway, that's a nice recap. I'm sorry for my subs that were here before this video and before the previous one. This is a lot of recapping for you lot. I'm sorry about that, but there are so many new people, I can't really help but show people around. So we'll go to the Enderman farm now, and the problem I was having was that very occasionally I would have 1 or 2 Endermen that would end up at the bottom of the trap. I don't know if they spawned there or if they fell there, and they would have full life, which isn't very nice when I'm punching them, and I normally carry a sword with me sometimes because of this problem and just hit them a few times and kill them. Other times I'd sit there and punch them 100 times or so. So here we are. It's just the normal design. I know DocM's use this one. A lot of other big ones have used this one. It's not very hard to make, to be honest. None of them are. You have to be very good at not falling off and dying. So we'll just turn the sound off here, because it's horrendous. Oh, what was that? I don't know. Some sort of glitch. So, we need to first of all see if there's any place here that hasn't got the right lighting level. So, if we just go along, 10, 13. If there's not a spot here, then, and that looks safe, then there must be a problem above. So I'm going to go up with water, and I can just climb along the outside, and then I'm going to have a look, and if I find the problem, I'll tell you. If not, I'll give you a little hint of what I will be doing off camera. I think I might try and get together some wither skulls for next episode, or in next episode, and try and do a wither boss. Now I've got all these things so I can do some proper high level enchantments. I've already got max boots and a pretty nice bow, but I've got to get a plate, a legs, helmet and a nice sword. I don't want to die and I'm going to probably go do it next to my emerald farm, my mining version, because I don't really want to have my base blown up or anywhere near that, as it's all nice and sculpted and landscaped. So I'll continue again if I find what's wrong, so back in a bit. Okay, first check is the vines to reset the full damage. These look complete to me. I can't see any problems here, so I'm going to have to keep going upwards and... oh! Yep, looks like the Enderman had a field day. Oh. Oh, these pistons have glitched. I wonder what's caused that. Well, I know what I've got to fix then. I don't know how that made them not fall down properly, but I'll go check. So I'll do this, and oh, there's a lot of them pulled out. Yes, the new ones don't use redstone at all, and just use normal pistons. I may change that eventually. I didn't know there was such a big problem here. I haven't had any change in rates, and you don't get much change in rates really. It's a bit silly to keep designing these differently if you already got one, because you can only come up to the maximum hostile mob spawn anyway, and you get that within a few seconds. So I'm going to fix this and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I fixed them. I had to go get a few more blocks. I had some in the chest down there, so I kept losing a few. There's one laying there. They're very hard to get otherwise. I had to pill around. Absolute pain. I can see why the other design has some advantages on that side. Low maintenance, no maintenance probably. I don't think anyone can pick up the pistons. I didn't know there are so many got this, and the problem was that they were going down. They were actually, how it was doing, somehow they were grabbing the block as they felt maybe, and therefore the piston, when it retracted as they just came off the pressure plate and still holding it, then I don't know, it just got stuck. And then the Enderman, not on the top one but the lower ones, where there is a 3 high gap, where the wall was pushed out, they were then spawning in the middle bit of it, and then I guess they were blinking down, and then they were appearing at the bottom full health. That's the only reason I can think of, and I haven't been up here since I built it, so this is a bit weird for me. Don't want to fall through that. Oh. So yes, I'm going to do some enchanting. I'll just show you the enchantment bits of it, and then, well, I'll see what the time is after that, so back in a bit. Okay, plate first. Darn, have to do another one. And here we are, plate number 2. If I fail on this one, I'll be a bit annoyed. Darn. I'm going to waste a lot of diamonds, aren't I? I really want to get a whole suit so that I can keep using it to kill the wither when I get more of them, if I need more of them. That's why I'm doing it now. I could do it with rubbish gear, but I'd rather have a nice set. I don't normally use armour at all, I just use the boots. But there you go, back in a bit. Okay, try luck on the sword now instead. Don't be a rubbish one. Oh, it is. Now, I'd want to get a looting one. I very much doubt you can get more than one skull from one of them. I've got some looting ones around, but if I don't get a good one here, I've got some ones I can use back at the base for looting. On to the next one. Weird. Fraps crashed. Never had that before. I enchanted some legs. They were awful. And I was saying something else as well. Okay, I'll do this enchantment. Now let's talk about what I was going to do. Oh gosh. This is a really sucky load of armour, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to waste all my diamonds. I've got another 8 blocks, I think it is, at the arena that I want to use as decoration, but I might have to bring them back. So I'm going to do another plate. And yes, I've done a video on 1,000 level 30 enchantments. Systematically done, first one in, no other fiddling, all level 30s. And I did it in creative on my test world, so it was all done very quickly. Well, quicker than you could do normally for 1,000 of them. And if you want to see that, then I'll make it available on this channel. If you don't want to see it on this channel, I'll put it on my second one. My second one is where I put that sort of thing, or test things, or idea things, or that sort of thing. Things that aren't strictly to do with the LP or any normal Minecraft series. So if you want to see that, then I can put it on here. If not, I'll put another one. There's no worries. I don't want to scare people off, as lots of people have just joined the channel. So because it is highly statistical, and that's the sort of person I am. Sorry. So back with the next enchantment. Okay, we'll try a sword. Oh, okay. This is not going very well, is it? Projectile protection. Do you think that'll work? Or do you think it'd be blast protection? I'd rather have normal protection, but projectile protection might work if it is being thrown, so they might be okay. Boots are fine. Helmet is awful. I'm at least going to do another enchantment on the helmet. I might do the legs anyway, and the platers I've already made them. I might do the sword. I've got some okayish swords. I know you don't have to use many sword bits. The bow is the best bit. So I'll do these anyway, and then I'll get back to you after I've done all 3. I said I wasn't going to do them each individually for you, but I got protection 4 on the plate, and darn I didn't record it, because I said I wouldn't. So I'll do the legs again. Oh yes! See what I mean? I'm glad I recorded that. That is exactly what I want. Now to the helmet again, and I might as well do another sword anyway. I'm really running out of diamonds, and I've got another 8 blocks or so at the arena, like I said, but I'm running out of silk touches as well, so I may need to do a ton of mining. So I need to go do a ton of mining anyway because of my lapis deficit. MC Gamer would be proud on that. But yeah, anyway, back on the last couple. Orbs are still glitchy. I'm definitely not getting any of them. Okay, last enchantment. Just make sure I'm recording, because yeah, there I am. Very good, very good. That's horrible. That's just the same as that. But I do need the respiration for building my underground tunnels underwater. Oh well, I'll do another helmet and a sword. Go helmet! Darn! Looks like that might have to do. Solitary protection 3. Yeah, I think I might have to do that. I'll just do the sword and then I think we're finished for today. And I'll probably get some comments on the video when this goes out, as soon as I get it rendered and uploaded, considering I do everything in 1080p. YouTube has been awful lately. It takes me about 3 hours to upload a video, because they're about 4.5 gigs each, with 16 megabit fibre optic broadband. So, yeah. And then YouTube takes 4 hours to process the video, because of the quality. So yeah, I get kind of messed up there. So I really do put a lot of effort into these videos. I know a lot of YouTubers don't do 1080p and all that. I know my microphone isn't the best, it's just using a headset. Can't say I can afford to buy a proper microphone or anything at the moment. But there you go. I'd much rather spend the money on the PC, as I already have spent the money on the PC before I even started doing videos. So we're going to do this last enchantment. I think I'm going to carry on doing this with you until it's done. And I was about to say, yes, time of me recording this tiny bit at the end here, I'm now over 500 subs. So I think about the cinematic thing earlier, I think I will try and factor that into my next video. And the trouble is trying to find music which a lot of other YouTubers don't use very often. I normally end up using the one Good used for his intro on the 404 thing because I like the song and he only used a tiny bit for his intro. Sometimes some people don't like that, although the song's been on Mission in the Realm for the last 4 years or something. So anyway, we'll finish this. And if we don't get a good sword now, we're not going to get a good sword. I think we'll just have to hope. I'm sure I've got sharpness 3 laying around somewhere. No, I just like to have a nice one for once. Although, to be honest, swords don't really make much difference. Unless there's mobs with much higher life, like the Ender Dragon, or the Weather Boss. And yes, I'm getting hit a lot, aren't I? So we get this done, and then we'll say goodbye, I think. So, please... That's a smite sword. If it was sharpness, I would love you. Unless you can smite them. Anyone know if you can smite? Anyway, I think that's enough. It's plenty of enchanting. Sorry I just blew into the mic a couple of times. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, guys. That's the end of the episode. And I'll see you next time.